Good morning, class. We are starting a new lesson today on page 113. Fraction multiplication and our product, which is our answer for a multiplication problem, the product of decimals, okay? So we're going to model two different things with this first exploratory challenge. First, in the first one, I'm going to model how to do this in a fraction. And then with the second one, I am going to model how to do the long math, okay? So that is the plan. And then we'll do a couple of exercise problems, and I'll show you how to line it up on graph paper. And then you will do your exit ticket, okay? This is review, okay? This is something that you did last year, and remember our placeholders, and we have to do all of that. So we will walk step by step through this, okay? And then, like always, please come back to me if you need help with this, okay? So whether you prove this in the fraction form or you prove it in decimal form, either one works for me. I'm going to show you how to do both, okay, and give you examples of both. You will need your graph paper, so if you need to grab your graph paper from your binder, go ahead and pause me at this time. I have my graph paper to my right. Okay, so for the first problem, they're telling us we not only need to solve, but we also need to prove that the decimal place is in the right location, okay? So calculator will be necessary for today. I will be using the calculator today. So if I look at this problem, I see that I have 34 and 62 100ths. Okay. I have my tens, tenths, and my hundredths. Okay. And I'm multiplying that by 12 and 8 tenths. I'm only going to my tenths spot, so 8 over 10. 62 over 100. Okay. So we can't multiply it like this, can we? No. Okay, so let's convert each of our mixed numbers into improper fractions, okay? So we are going to, remember, we're going to multiply the denominator by our whole number and add our numerator, okay? So if we take 34 times 100, I believe that's 3,400. Let's check it out. 34 times 100 is 3,400. So we'll go 34 times 100. Yeah, that's our first step. And then we're going to add 62. So we first, order of operations, we first multiply, then we do what's outside the brackets, and we add, or parentheses, and we add. So 3,400 plus 62 is 3,462. Oops. Pencil, folks. Pencil, pencil. Okay. And we know that this is still over 100. So we have 3,462 over 100. And we're going to multiply that by 12 times 10, which I believe is 120, plus 8 is 128. I will double check my answer. Yes, so we have 12 times 10 is equal to 120, and we add 8, so 128. Okay, so that becomes 128 over 10. If we reduce, then we know that we will have 34 and 62 100ths, which that can be reduced to, right? Two even numbers. And this one can be reduced as well. It will reduce down to 4/5, right? Perfect. Awesome. So we have our mixed numbers. We convert them to improper fractions. Now we just go across the top and the bottom and we multiply. So 3,462 times 128. Ready? Go. No, we're going to get the calculator out, guys. I'm joking. Too early for that joke. 3,462 times 128. 433,136 over 100 times 10. Okay, we're not using a calculator for this, guys. What's 1 times 1? 1. How many zeros do we have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Awesome. So how many, this is a thousandth, right? Thousands, thousandth. Okay? So how many decimal points do we need? 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. We can even take it and divide it, guys. So 443,136 divided by 1,000. 443.136. Okay. We can even, take out the wholes. So 443, and that leaves us as 136 over 1,000. If we're going to convert that to a decimal, because what are they asking you? Put the decimal in the correct place. It's thousandths, guys. So 443.136. You have your tenth. Okay, that's the tenth. You have your hundredth and your thousandth. Okay, this could be difficult to write. Hundredth. Okay, and then you have your thousandth. What a long word. Okay, and then obviously your ones, your tens, and your hundreds. But we need to know where our decimal point goes. It's out of 1,000. So 10th, 100th, 1,000th. Okay. Okay, go ahead and pause. I will line this up just right for you. Go ahead and pause and copy if you want to. Continue if you just want to watch the video. Start to finish, you are fine doing that as well. Okay. The next problem, you will need your graph paper. Okay, so let's look at this. Xavier earns $11.50 an hour. Working at the nearby grocery store last week, he worked 13.5 hours. How much money did he earn last week? Okay, so we know he makes $11.50 an hour. Okay, we know this, right? Awesome. And we know that he worked this many hours, right? So we have $11.50 and we have 13 hours. Okay, guys, can we drop the 0 here? No, we really probably shouldn't, is what I'm gonna tell you. So we can, but I would leave it there. Okay, let's leave it there for now. So our problem then becomes $11.50 times 13.5. So we have our wage, and then we have how many hours. Okay, so this is per hour wage and how many hours. So they want to know how much he made, but we need to round to the nearest penny. Ooh, so that's going to be our tenths, our hundredths. Okay, we're not going to go to the thousandths, but we need to go to the thousandths because we need to know whether to round up or down, right? Okay, so let's do this. So we have, I'm going to line this up, 0.50. The reason I'm using graph paper, it keeps all my numbers organized, okay? 5.31. Okay. Now we're going to distribute, guys. You ready? 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 and 1 is 6. So 1750, think of it as your, if you want to do your distributed property that we did yesterday, you can totally do that with your partial products. Okay, you can totally do that with this. So we need to hold a place for our tenth right here. Okay, so that's what the 0 is for. I'm not just making it up for fun. I gotta hold a place for my 5. Okay, then I start again with my second number. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is, I'm going to cross this out and do a 1. 3 times 1, oh wait, forgot my 5, 1, 15, sorry. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, and 3 times 1 again is 3. Okay, do you guys see how we're moving over one more? It's because we have that decimal point. We've got to hold that place. So now we have to multiply our tens place. So we have to keep a place for our 5, right? And keep a place for our 3, and then we can multiply our 1s. Okay, guys, this is simple. 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 1 is 1. We don't carry a 1 in there, and 1 times 1 is 1. Okay. Now we add. Okay. 0, right? We're good there. 5. 7, 5 is 12, I believe, and then my 0, so I will carry my 1. 6 and 1 is 7, and 4 is 11, and 5 is 16, I believe, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so yeah, 16. Carry my 1, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 plus nothing is 1. Okay, guys, count them with me. How many decimal spots do I have? 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, so it's here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm going to the nearest penny, right? So this, if it's in money, so $156.25. Because remember, this goes away. Okay, that goes away. Because you can't have half a penny. This would be like less than a penny, okay? So you have this would be like your dimes. Think of it that way. And these are your pennies, okay? These are your dollars, these are your tens, and these are your hundreds, okay? We can even put that dollar, 10, and hundreds. Your Benjamins, right? Okay? So think of it that way, guys. So this in money terms does not exist. I can't take a penny and cut it into pieces, okay? I can't split a penny into pieces. So if this was a number, I would round it either up or down, okay? So I have my pennies, my dimes, my dollars, my 10 bills, and my 100 bills, okay? So should we check our answer with the calculator? Oh, we so should. Let's do it. Calculator. Here we go. Ready? Okay, we have 1150, right? Times 13.5 hours. 155.25. Oh, look right. Wait, what? 5, 6, 7. That's 12. 6, 7, 11. Why is that not right? Oh goodness, guys, I'm gonna lose my brain. It's 1150. 1150. Yeah, 6. That's 12, right? 5, 7, and 5 is 12. 6. Maybe this is wrong. 5. I'm gonna double check my math, guys. Here we go. So 5 times 5, or 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Add my 2. 5, 6, 7, that's right, and 5. Oh, there it is. Do you guys see that? Why? Oh, because I probably thought that was a different answer. Ooh, do you guys see what I did? I made this, I did 5 times 6 instead of 5 times 1. Ooh, ooh, look at me. Look at me. Okay, so this is... this is a 5. 5 times 1 is 5. I think I was carrying something from a previous. So it is, okay, 6. 6 and 4 is 10, and 5 is 15. So we'll double check one more time. 1150 times 13.5. So 155.25, guys. See where we check ourselves? Okay. So we know it's 155.25. And they automatically drop the 0 for you when you use a calculator. But guys, I do want to see how you round, because they're asking you in the question the nearest penny. We can't split a penny, okay? Please copy on your graph paper, okay? We can even call this is B, okay? But this helps you keep, I mean, it's supposed to help you keep all your lines, everything all lined up, okay? So go ahead and do that. Pause if you need to. Come ask me questions as well, okay? Okay, let's move on. We're going to do 2 more, okay? We're going to do 2 more. We're going to do calculating the product, and we'll do this one. We'll do this one as a fraction, and we're going to do this one the long way, okay? Yes, I know we're going to waste a lot of graph paper, but that's okay. Okay, so we didn't do the discussion. I'm sorry, folks, we're not in class, but that's okay. So 324 and 56 100ths, right? So 324 is my whole number, right? And I have 56 over 100, right? And then I'm multiplying that by 54 and 82 100ths. Okay, remember, this is my tenths. Oh, sorry, my tenths and my hundredths. Remember your place values, okay? So now I need to take these and I need to put them into improper fractions, right? So the first one's going to be 324 times 100 plus 56, okay? And this one's going to be 54 times our denominator, 100, add our numerator. Okay. Feel free to use your calculators. 324, I think that's 324 times 100, 32,400, and then there's 56 here. So 32,456. Okay. This one, 54 times 100 is 5,400, and then 82, so it's 5482. Okay. Okay, so remember, however many zeros have here, you add them on to the end. Easy way to do it. You have your powers of 10. So this equals, if we look at this, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6 over 100, right? That's what this equals. Same thing. And we're multiplying it. Oh, these numbers are getting so big. Times 5,482 over 100. Ooh, I think we might have, oops. I think we might have hundredths again. I wrote an extra 0, so I guess. Just rewrite it all. It's 100. 100 and 100. I need to follow my own writing. Okay, so we know that 100 times 100 from our last problem is 1,000, right? 1 times 1 plus your 4 zeros. Or wait. Oh, this is, ooh, it's 10,000. Okay, 100 times 100 is 10,000. Because look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our last one was 100 times 10. So we have 4 zeros here. Ooh, so we're going to go to another place, aren't we? Ooh, we're going to have 4 places, right? Because we can also count it 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, please do this on a calculator. 32,456 times 5,482. Oh, goodness gracious. Seriously? It's 177 million. 177,923,792. I'm going to double check that answer. 32456 times 5482. By golly, it's correct. Okay, 177,923,792. 10,792. And it's all going to be divided by 10,000, right? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oof. So 17,792. Oh, did I not tell you it's going to be 4 after? I did. Remember, 10th, 100th, 1000th, 10,000th, 10,000. Okay. This is 10,000 here. You go to your 10,000th here. Okay. Tens, hundredths, thousandth, and 10,000th. Okay. Everyone with me? Okay. Go ahead and copy. Remember, this is converting our mixed numbers into improper fractions. Our denominator times our whole number plus our numerator. Denominator, whole number, numerator. Multiply across. Use that calculator, folks. And then I just divided it by 10,000. But if we look here, I could have just moved, because the decimal place is here up here, I could have just moved it over 4 and I would have been fine too. Okay. You can do it that way too. When you have thousands and hundreds and tens, it makes it a little bit easier because you're technically dividing by 1. Okay. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Or pause if you need to, and then I'm moving on to number 2. Okay. Okay. It's getting too high on my bird. Okay, so here we go. Kevin spends $11.25 on lunch every day. Wow, that's a lot of money. Oh, every week. Ooh, just kidding. And there are 35 and a half weeks during the school year. How much does Kevin spend on lunch over the whole year? Okay, so graph paper, guys. $11.25, obviously, right? Money, multiply by 35.5. 5. Oof, oof. Handwriting's getting bad. Okay, here we go. So this is number 2, right? Okay, let's write it out. Ignore B. So we have 11.25. Honestly, if the decimals mess you up, put them in afterwards. You don't have to put them in now. 5. Yes, I go backwards when I'm doing the bottom row. So I line everything up. Oh, I put the decimal in the wrong spot. Look at me. Me and my pen. I need to get those erasable pens, right? Okay, sorry. 35.5. There we go. We're going to draw our line and we're going to multiply. 5 times 5. 25. 5 carry our 2. 5 times 2. 10. Plus 2. 12. Carry my 1. 5 times 1. I learned this lesson the hard way. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. And 5 times 1 is 5. Remember, we got to hold a place for our 5, right? When we go and multiply with the second 5. Okay. With our 10 or our 1s. 5 times 5 is, oh look, it'd probably be the same, huh? Can I just copy? Oh, most certainly. Don't do more math than you have to, guys. If you know it's going to be the same, seriously, just write in the numbers. But don't forget that placeholder. Do not forget that placeholder. Okay, so I now, on the third line, I need to hold a place for my tenths, my 1s, and then I can start multiplying my 10s. 3 times 5, 15. This is now a 1. 3 times 2, 6. Plus 1 is 7. 3 times 1, oh, I don't have a place here. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. And then I'm adding. Okay, so I'm essentially doing 3 multiplication problems. This is kind of like your partial products, guys. 3 multiplication problems, holding my place value. I have 1, I'm holding 1, I'm holding 2. Okay, I have my tenths, my 1s, and my 10s. Okay, 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 6 and 2 is 8, right? Plus 3, or plus 5 is 13. 5 and 6 is 11. Add 1, or you can go 6 and 6 is 12. Plus 7 is 19. 5 and 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. And then I have 3 here. How many decimal spots do I have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But round to the nearest penny. Guys, can I split my penny in half? Nope. So since I can't split my penny in half, guys, it's got to go up, right? So we know he's going to spend $3.99 and 37 or 38. It's going to go up, so we go 38. Okay. We have to round up. Okay, would we like to check our math? Let's check our math on the calculator. Here's our calculator. Handy dandy calculator. 1125 times 35.5 is 399.375. Remember, can't split my penny in half. I physically cannot cut it. Okay? So it's 399.75. And I have my work here. Okay? Yes, I can copy my work here. That's not a problem. Yes, you can take a picture of this as long as it's labeled. I don't have a problem with either one. Remember, guys, this is my penny. I can't split my penny in half. Same as over here. I didn't have to split it in half here, but over here they're saying, hey, yeah, cut that penny in half. No, I can't. Okay? It's not like you can rip a dollar in half and you have 50 cents. Okay? It's a physical, tangible amount. Okay? That's it, guys, for the lesson part. Okay? Oh, sorry. Pause and copy. I'm going to move on. So, I have my work. I'm saving it. These are practice, guys. They're extras, 3 and 4. If we were in class, we'd be doing them as groups, but we're not. So, use estimation or fraction multiplication to determine if your answer is reasonable, okay? I want you to do one fraction. So you're going to do one fraction and one multiplication. Okay? So, do one of each, okay? So calculate your product here, and then paint cost $29.95 a gallon, and there's 12.25 gallons. Remember, you're going to round here. Round to the nearest penny. Can't split my penny in half. Cannot split that penny in half, guys. So, if you're looking for what to look back at, for this one, you're going to look at A, exploratory A, or number 1. And for number 2, you're going to look at B, an example for B, or exploratory B, or number 2. Okay. This is due today. Okay. By the time school's over. Okay. Do both of them. I got to see all your work, guys. But please don't be afraid to check your answer with a calculator, as always. Okay. That's all I'm asking of you today. Please come back to me and ask me questions, especially if we're struggling, because I know it's a different concept of this whole placeholder issue. Okay. Okay, just think about it this way. When I'm multiplying by 5, that's my first line. This is my 10th. When I go to my ones, these are my ones, I have to hold a place for my 10th. I can't just start multiplying. I have to hold a place for that, okay? And then these are my 10s. So when I go to my 10s, I have to hold a place for my 10th and my 1. My 10th and my 1, and then I can multiply my 10s. Okay? Feel free to copy this down too. This is really helpful when you're thinking about rounding for money. Okay? Can't split that penny in half. Can't rip that dollar in half. I gotta give you 2 quarters. Okay? Okay. Have fun.